Perception and decision-making. Welcome back to the Academy. This is the next installment in our organizational behavior series, where we've already covered personality, values, attitudes, and emotions. You can check out the full playlist of organizational behavior at Organizational Excellence Explorer Academy. Today, we dive into perception, a hidden force that shapes how we see the world and, more importantly, how we make decisions in organizations. Ever wondered why two people can look at the same situation and come to completely different conclusions? Why do some managers trust their gut while others overanalyze everything? Well, perception is the secret ingredient behind these mysteries. 1. What is perception? Reality is an illusion, perception is everything. This isn't just a quote from psychology, it's a fundamental truth in organizational behavior. Perception is how we take in information from the world, interpret it, and use it to make decisions. But here's the catch: what we perceive is not always reality. Our minds filter, distort, and simplify information, leading to some fascinating and sometimes costly errors in judgment. Quick thought experiment. Imagine you walk into a meeting, and your boss barely acknowledges you. Do you think, "Oh, they're upset with me. They must be having a stressful day. Maybe they just didn't see me"? Each of these interpretations comes from different perceptions of the same event. And in organizations, these perceptions influence hiring, promotions, conflicts, and even major strategic decisions. 2. What shapes perception? 3 forces shape how we see the world. 1. The perceiver, that's you. Your mood, experiences, and expectations influence what you notice. Example: if you're in a bad mood, you may interpret a neutral email as rude. 2. The target, the thing being perceived. A loud, energetic speaker may be seen as charismatic or annoying depending on who's watching. 3. The situation, the context matters. A joke in the break room is fine, the same joke in a board meeting, not so much. 3. The traps, perception and judging others. Now that we know perception is subjective, let's talk about the mistakes our brains make when evaluating people. Attribution theory. We either blame a person's behavior on their personality, internal attribution, or their environment, external attribution. And guess what? We're biased. Example: a manager sees an employee miss a deadline and thinks they're lazy. But in reality, the employee had a sick child at home. Shortcut errors. Selective perception. We see what we expect to see. Ever bought a new car and suddenly noticed the same model everywhere? Halo effect. One good trait makes us think someone is perfect. Think of how attractive people are often perceived as more competent. Stereotyping, labeling people based on group identity. Dangerous, misleading, and a major issue in hiring. 4. How perception affects decision-making. Decision-making isn't just logic, it's perception-based. The 3 models of decision-making. 1. The rational model assumes people are logical, weigh all options, and make the best choice. Reality check: we almost never do this. 2. Bounded rationality, we settle for good enough choices instead of the perfect one. Think of ordering food. Do you overanalyze the menu or just pick a decent option quickly? 3. Intuition, decisions made based on experience and gut feeling. It works sometimes but can also reinforce biases. Real-world example. Delta Airlines noticed customer satisfaction dropping. Instead of relying only on survey data, they listened to customer perceptions and reinstated human customer service agents at airports. That move dramatically improved their brand image. 5. Case studies, the cost of perception errors. Case study 1, overconfidence in business. Executives at major companies often fall into the overconfidence bias. Think about the 2008 financial crisis. Bankers believed their models were perfect, failing to perceive risks clearly. The result? A global meltdown. Case study 2, tech and AI decision-making. With AI automating hiring, companies like Amazon faced backlash when algorithms perceived male candidates as better than female ones because they were trained on past, biased hiring data. 6. How to improve perception and decision-making. The good news? We can train ourselves to see more clearly and make better choices. Be aware of biases. Just knowing these errors exist helps reduce them. Seek different perspectives. Get input from people with different viewpoints. Slow down decision-making. Rushed decisions increase bias. Use data, but don't ignore intuition. A balance between analysis and experience is key. Final thoughts, and what's next? Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. This isn't just philosophy, it's a leadership skill. Discussion time. What's the biggest perception mistake you've seen in the workplace? Drop your thoughts in the comments. At Organizational Excellence Explorer Academy, we're building a complete organizational behavior playlist. So far, we've explored personality, values, attitudes, and emotions, and perception and decision-making. Today's topic. Next up, why do people work harder for some leaders and not others? We'll uncover the answer in our next lecture. In the meantime, explore the entire Secrets of Organizational Behavior playlist and discover the hidden forces shaping the workplace. Want to dive deeper? Check out the video description for key literature references. See you in the next lecture. Stay sharp, stay curious. Subscribe and watch the full playlist at eAcademy.